Now let's move on to the another story, that is US President Donald Trump visit to India, and he will coming India on 24th to 25th of the February this month, and this will be President Trump's visit, the first standalone visit by a US president to India. President Donald Trump's visit will be a brief but intense, with all essential elements of a state visit and 2 additional legs in Ahmedabad and Agra, all squeezed into less than 36 hours from the moment of their arrival at the airport a little before noon on 24th February. The delegates will be treated to a display of famed Indian hospitality and India's unity in diversity.
Fifth meeting in 8 months. Leader of the world's largest democracy hosting the leader of the world's oldest democracy. The host just rode back to power for the second term with a massive mandate. The guest heads for his first standalone bilateral visit this year when he seeks re-election for a second term. It was President Donald Trump's administration that saw India's relationship with the US evolve to one of the most consequential relationships of today. A strategic partnership based on shared values, geared towards 21st century, whether in countering terrorism or in ensuring a peaceful and prosperous Indo-Pacific. India and the US have unprecedented convergence of interests.
More than 60 dialogue mechanisms, including the 2+2 at the ministerial level, which has foreign minister and the defense minister. Biggest trading partner, biggest now emerging as a very vital partner in defense and security. It is like Afghanistan, our neighborhood. The Indo-Pacific construct is one of the important pillars of the foreign policy that has been unveiled by the Trump administration. The 2 leaders who have a very good chemistry between them, they meet 3 to 5 times a year. So that is the background in which the visit is taking place.
India has procured over $18 billion worth of defense items from the US, which has enhanced defense preparedness significantly, as have frequent bilateral exercises with each other. The United States is India's largest trading partner in goods and services combined, and the overall bilateral trade increased by over 10% per annum over the past 2 years to reach a figure of $142 billion in 2018. It is expected to cross $150 billion for the first time this year. US is India's 6th largest source of crude oil imports, with hydrocarbon imports rising to $7 billion in the last 2 years. The size of Indian diaspora in the United States is estimated at around 4 million, with 1 million of NRIs. There are more than 200,000 Indian students in the US and a robust engagement among academics, scientists, professionals and other stakeholders. From Howdy Modi to Namaste Trump, the 2 leaders' joint appearances only grow bigger and grander. From the over 50,000 strong crowd in Houston to the nearly 1 lakh registrations for the Namaste Trump at Motera Stadium, the people-to-people connect continues to flourish under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi and President Trump.
The road show in Ahmedabad, I think that matters a lot, because he's a social media, savvy politician and populist, so he wants, to be glorified in front of a giant, global, audience. Prime Minister Modi knows how important domestic politics is for Trump's in his calculus, and both the Howdy Modi and the Namaste Trump in Ahmedabad, both of these signify that. The Indian diaspora, they have voted more for democratic candidates in the past.
For history aficionados, President Eisenhower in 1959, President Nixon in 1969, President Jimmy Carter in 1978, followed by President Bill Clinton in 2000, George W. Bush in 2006, and President Obama in 2010 and 2015. The increase in high-level engagements in the 21st century are a clear indicator of the upward trajectory in Indo-US ties. With Taposh Bhattacharya in Ahmedabad, Amritpal Singh, DD News, New Delhi.